Hello everybody, it is Sharkhunter here, and today I'm going to be talking about a video named Why Proshippers Are Good, actually. Now this video is made by a 17-year-old woman named Mushroom Girl. Now if you don't know what proshipping is, it is the morally wrong shipping of characters in a relationship together. And that encompasses a wide variety of relationships. Most of them I cannot talk about whatsoever. But yeah, you get the idea, use your imagination. If you really are still this confused, then search it up on Google, it has all the responses there. I'm actually quite surprised that this triggered such a reaction from the art community, because last time I checked, 90% of them are active advocates for suggestive and NSFW art on the platform, but somehow now they're drawing the line at morally wrong relationships. So yes, I do see the people attacking her as morally corrupt, hypocritical liars. But yeah, that's enough about that. Let's get in this video.
I 100% agree with the general mindset that proshippers believe in. Fiction is fiction, and as long as it stays completely fictional, there's no harm being done by creating fictional works with taboo themes.
So your argument is that if it's fictional, you could do whatever you want with that fictional character. This is one of the most idiotic arguments I've ever heard. No, fictional characters should not be glorified to support things that are morally wrong. Do you support and art? And just like that, we see her entire argument crumbles to the ground.
If you dislike something, you should have every right to not engage with that content and block the people creating it.
But on the other hand, the people creating this content have every right to not only create that media, but post it publicly, given it's allowed on the places they're posting it.
No, absolutely not. Just because a platform allows them to post that content doesn't mean it's morally correct in any way, shape, or form. And at the end of the day, this type of content is a net negative for society. It brings nothing but delusion and perversion. Also, yes, people can block that content out of their lives. But what about the minors and tiny children who don't really have a say in anything and have brains that are like sponges? They are going to get morally corrupted by perversion that's online. Even studies show that exposure to this type of content at an early age is not good for the brain development. It is morally bad and condemnable and should be ostracized from the internet.
Anti-shippers have created sort of a straw man of pro-ship beliefs in order to make their argument sound more understandable. The definition has been heavily rewritten by antis to basically mean people who fetishize and incest. I think you all can understand why this rewrite would be dangerous to the lives of pro-shippers. I don't think I need to spell it out for you. The definition has slowly turned from freedom of expression to basically file with extra steps.
Yeah, freedom of expression. I'm actually against a lot of the degenerate acts that fall under the spectrum of freedom of expression, and this is one of them. Like, that's the legitimate equivalent of you saying, oh, I'm gonna walk out completely naked outside because it's my freedom of expression. And remember, parents, it's your fault if they go outside and they see me completely naked. Also, with your definition, people can actively support pedophilia on the internet because it's their freedom of expression. Same thing with any other morally degradable thing on the face of the earth. And that's why, like I said, it should be restricted.
Since anti-shippers usually believe that liking a problematic pairing in media, especially for some kind of sexual purpose, means that you would also find it attractive in real life as well. They are literally rewriting the definition to make it as easy to call pro-shippers abusive, family,
very vulgar words there,
as possible. Again, I don't think I need to spell it out for you why that's an issue.
That is a completely normal view to have. Tell me, why would a normal, sane human being draw a relationship with pedophilia built into it, and then obsess over that relationship and how you like the dynamic of it? Ultimately, this obsession with morally wrong relationships will pour over into real life. But anyways, moving on.
If young impressionable children see content that's romanticizing,
nope, and nope. Can't show this on YouTube.
They might think those behaviors are okay in real life.
I agree with this statement at face value, though there's one simple solution to this. Don't let this content get into the hands of people who are too young to properly differentiate fiction from reality.
It's not even just if kids can tell if it's fiction or non-fiction. It's gathering an obsession over such a morally corrupt thing at such a young age. And like I said, that 100% does pour over into real life.
Moral of the story, pro-shippers aren't babysitters. They are not responsible for your kids.
They're responsible for getting their art to be seen by their intended audience. I know, crazy statement. And their intended audience, by the way, are a bunch of morally degenerative weirdos.
Fictional content causes people to have those in real life and makes people commit those crimes in real life.
This is a common argument made by aunties, and while to some it may seem sound at first, there has been, at least to my knowledge, no studies that properly confirm this claim to be true.
You don't even need a study for that. Use basic common human logic. If somebody is drawing of a certain morally wrong relationship, they will probably have an incline to do that in real life.
Yes, there was most likely some kind of correlation between real-life predators and proshippers, but it doesn't really mean much.
What do you mean it does not really mean much? So you just admitted there is a correlation, and then you just said, it does not really mean much. Of course it does! Okay guys, I seriously don't want to react to any more of this video because it genuinely enrages me seeing this much corruption and moral perversion being spread on the internet. But anyways, this was it for this video. If you enjoyed, subscribe, like, and join the Discord server if you want. And yeah, I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.